Hey everyone, Gig Coach Jake back with great news for all you gig workers. Yesterday, I did a DoorDash video on their new deactivation policy. Well, I made a mistake. Quick to admit it when I make a mistake, but what I did is I read off something in there that was the same as the old policy. Thank you, Ron, for pointing that out, sending me email and setting me straight. Other people did too in the comments, but Ron took the courtesy of sending me email the new policy and highlighting the things that were changed in the old and new one, so that we could take a look real quick and see what's really different and discuss that, like multiple accounts, things like that. So before we look at that, right off the DoorDash website itself, let's look at what their policy says about deactivating before we look at the old and the new ones. Like I said, this is on their actual site. This is old. It's been around since 2018. But if you just want to take a look for yourself, you will never be deactivated for a low acceptance rate. And it gives the ratings, right? Perfect, high, medium, below, very low. But never. So let's just get that clear right now. No semantics, no nothing. There's no argument for it. DoorDash will not deactivate you for acceptance rating whatsoever. So there will be no reckoning for cherry pickers. That's just how it is. Do they have some words in there that kind of scare and trick? Yeah, absolutely. I didn't see that before. I didn't read the old policy. I just had seen this. But let's take a look real quick with old and new to see the difference and what things have been changed so we can get that right. Again, thanks, Ron. So here's the old policy right here. Areas of change are going to be in yellow. So right here, the only thing you see down there, dasher@doordash.com for a contact. That has been changed. So we'll see here in just a second as I scroll down what it's changed to. Again, this is the old policy. The appeals. So the appeals have all changed. Sometimes there are extenuating circumstances and additional context around situations that result in deactivation. As a result, we are working to pilot a review committee comprised of Dashers that will review input from both Dashers whose accounts have been deactivated, as well as the DoorDash operations team to determine whether deactivation should be upheld. This review process will apply to deactivations due to abuse, safety, and behavior issues. But, and it goes on, that's the same. We look forward to sharing more details about the review board and the results of our pilot in the months ahead. We'll see what changed on that as I scroll down. So now we get into the new policy. The contact, the only difference, they give a website. So they give a browser right there, the www.doordash.com/help. And then down to the appeals part. Now, if you look, so they've added this in. You're very unsafe driving and biking, blah, 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 all the same. But DoorDash evaluates Dashers involved in accidents for potential deactivation, depending on all relevant facts and circumstances. Be covered, get covered insurance-wise. Anyhow, and then go scrolling down. So abusing the platform. Creating multiple accounts for the same individual. Now, I've read and saw some stuff like this on Facebook, but apparently somebody talked too much and blabbed, right? And so there's a change in there. So be aware, they're looking for that. So if you have multiple accounts, you're one of those that are trying to game the system that way, you might want to worry about deactivation. But acceptance rating, no. Rating on. You can appeal the deactivation of your Dasher account under our deactivations policy by filling out the deactivation appeals form below. This review process will apply to deactivations from the DoorDash platform that were based on violations of the independent contractor agreement or deactivation policy, such as abuse, fraud, or violating the safety of the platform. This review process, blah, 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 blah. And then the link at the bottom for the deactivations appeals form. So no information about that committee and the things that were mentioned in the one before, but they directly mention multiple accounts and stuff like that. Reason why? They ran a lot of those promos, right? Those referrals. Well, if people are creating multiple accounts, then yeah, I can see why they have a problem with that. Anyhow, some people, again, like I said, they talk too much. So DoorDash caught wind of that. So you can see right there, there's nothing to worry about unless you're one of those out there with multiple accounts and doing some stuff like that. If you're just out there cherry picking and you're trying to make sure that the offers that you choose are going to lead to a profit. You're not going to be making $15, $16 an hour, or whatever the case may be. Every market's different, so we can't judge. Some markets you can accept everything and do really well. Some markets you're going to be running all over town for a little bit of money for a lot of miles. So with that being said, it's really, we can't judge each other on this situation. We're independent contractors. If such and such wants to go accept every offer, so be it. That's less crap that you have to see. Now, if someone wants to reject and wait for offers, if you're someone that's not a cherry picker, guess what? That's more offers coming your way. It works both ways. Quit worrying about everyone else, okay? Now, with that being said, we are independent contractors. Grubhub, they do a lot of tactics. They will pause your account. They will give you timeouts. They will give block restriction. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of unethical things that Grubhub does to really force you into an employee relationship. Now, it's one thing to use psychological scare tactics, like some words that I talked about and discussed in that last video. But it's another thing when you're actually acting and doing things to scare and force the hand. And mark my words, that's going to get Grubhub sued. No other thing, nothing else to say on that matter. Anyhow, are they in the wrong because they pay really low on delivery pay? Absolutely. That's where DoorDash sucks. But they do subsidize on some of those low and no tip offers. Another part where they're not good is kind of like, again, using some of those tactics to psychologically scare people into accepting more. But at least they're transparent. It was clear as day. I showed you. They will not deactivate. I mean, it said never for low acceptance rating. So let's just end that right here, right now. There's nothing else to debate, right? No semantics. There's no, it's one side. DoorDash will not deactivate for low acceptance rating, period. Hope that helps you all sleep tonight. If anything, go out there motivated to make some more money with this new information. But let's put that one to bed and move forward in a positive direction. Hope y'all have a great day tonight. It's ready. It's time, weekend time, and Mother's Day is coming up. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Us men, we would still be boys and lost without you all. Thank you so much for what you do. Hope you all have a great weekend, a great day with your mothers, if they're around. And as always, be safe out there, have fun, and work smarter.